Have Leicester City just signed the Moroccan Lionel Messi? I hope so. Leicester City have just completed the signing of Bilal El Khannouss from Genk for a fee of £19.5 million. The past few seasons have been a roller coaster ride for Leicester City, from Champions League contenders to relegation to promotion once more. James Maddison left the football club back in 2023. With the system that Enzo Maresca implemented at Leicester City, we didn't really need an out-and-out number 10. And we relied on Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall and Wilfred Ndidi to provide some creativity in midfield from the high 8 positions. So, as expected, all summer long, Leicester City have been in the market for a number 10, for some creativity to add to this Leicester team. Pre-season was very, very poor. We struggled to create much. I think we only scored 1 goal or 2 goals from open play. And it was clear that we needed creativity quickly. Leicester City signed Facundo Buonanotte on loan from Brighton. He showed in the first game against Tottenham Hotspur what he brings to the team. And I think the fans and the club know that they can't rely on a 19-year-old kid on loan from Brighton, who's not going to be joining us at the end of the season, to bring all the creativity to the King Power Stadium this season. Which is why it was so vital to bring in another number 10, another player that can create goals, that can maybe score goals, that can get fans off their seats. We were linked with Matthias Sula earlier in the window, who can play on the wing, but also inside. The same can be said for Reiss Nelson, Steven Bergwijn as well, maybe. But those deals would have required loan with obligation to buy. However, Leicester City have been active in the transfer market. They found their man. They went and got him. Bilal El Khannouss has joined Leicester City. And boy, let me tell you, I am excited for this one. The Foxes need a player who can take control of games, who can create chances out of nothing, and who can bring some excitement to the King Power Stadium. And I truly believe that Bilal El Khannouss can do that. He's got pace, he's got skill, he's got vision. The only thing that you could probably look at him and say he doesn't have is that goal-scoring ability just yet, which is why maybe it's a bit unfair on Messi to compare him to Messi, but that wouldn't be as clickbait, would it? You see, his record for Genk is 61 matches, 4 goals and 10 assists. Now, that doesn't scream amazing. That doesn't scream Premier League ready. I get it. But, and there is a but, what you're about to see on screen are his percentile statistics compared against other attacking midfielders and wingers across Europe. As expected, you can see that his goals, his non-penalty goals, should I say, and his shots and also his XG are very low. When we get further down, you can see that his assists, his expected assists, his shot creating actions, his passes completed, his progressive passes, his tackling, and his aerials won, they're just all exceptional. It's funny because he doesn't look the strongest and he's definitely not the tallest. He's only 5'9", but he seems to have this aerial presence where he's able to win high balls. Maybe he's a bit like James Justin in the fact that he's not the tallest of people, but he just got that leap, that jumping reach on him to be able to win high balls up the pitch. And as I showed as well, his tackling, you know, it's something that Wilfred Ndidi offers when he plays higher up the pitch. Winning the ball high when pressing is really important, especially from what we've seen of Steve Cooper's Leicester City team so far. Now, this image here shows the percentage of his playing time that was spent in different positions of the pitch at Genk. You can see that 11.2% of his time was spent on the left wing, 4.5% was spent on the right, 14% in central midfield, and even 2.2% as a defensive midfielder. But 68.2% of his time, of course, was spent in that number 10 position that we are desperately in need of. Teams these days, especially Leicester City at the moment, need a midfielder who can drive with the ball in dangerous attacking areas. Bilal has looked like a threat from the left side. He averages 2.1 progressive runs per 90 minutes, with a few runs coming to penetrate the opposition penalty box. You can see here how often and how varied the positions are that he picks the ball up and dribbles with it. He kind of likes to free roam. It's a role that probably suited James Maddison, and maybe this is a like-for-like replacement for James Maddison, but just a year later. Again, what I said earlier about the pressing, about the ability to win the ball high up the pitch, you can see here from this image that the Moroccan makes around 2 recoveries in the attacking half per game. Some of these recoveries turned into dangerous recoveries. At other times, he impressed with his pressing skills on the field and made counter-pressing recoveries. Again, from the image below, you can see Bilal can chip in with a goal or two. He averages 1.7 shots per 90 minutes, but lacks a bit of accuracy. The reason behind the low accuracy is the number of shots attempted from a long range. Some shots have missed the target while others have been blocked. And you can see here his shot assist. So he actually had a 7.78 expected assists in the 23-24 Pro League and UEFA Conference League. That resulted in 4 assists. And to me, that means, and that shows that the chances aren't being put away by the striker or the wingers or whoever it is that he has passed it to. Hopefully, Leicester City either have Jamie Vardy or potentially a new striker in the next 24 hours that comes in and is able to put away the chances created by Bilal El Khannouss. Now, Bilal isn't just this Belgian Pro League hidden gem. He isn't even hidden. He's been sought after by Premier League clubs. Allegedly, according to Tom Khannouss, he has turned down a move to a Champions League club to come to Leicester City. Now, of course, there's still negativity surrounding Leicester and what we could do this season. You know, he's not come to us because we're this big club. He's come to us because he knows he's going to get minutes. He will play minutes. And there's also talk that maybe he's going to treat us as a stepping stone club. Now, I've seen some fans react quite poorly to this, but we've got to remember pretty much every player that we've had over the years has done the same, bar Jamie Vardy. N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez, Wesley Fofana, James Maddison, Harry Maguire. These players, some of them spent quite a long time with us, some of them only a little bit. But when they perform at the top of the game, they benefit the club, Leicester City, and they also benefit themselves because they get a big move to a Champions League club or higher wages or playing with some of the best players in the world. And for me, that's okay, because not only does their success mean success for Leicester City, and in this case, it would be staying up in the Premier League, but we can also double and sometimes maybe triple the money that we paid for them. Now, it's alleged that this Leicester City Bilal El Khannouss deal does include a 10% sell-on fee, which again, I've seen some people react negatively to, but I honestly don't think it's that much of an issue. We will make money on Bilal El Khannouss if he performs well. With a fee of 19.5 million, there's an upside of maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 million if things go really well. So as I was saying, he's not only this gem from Belgium, but he also has minutes and experience on the very top stage. And when I say this, I mean the international stage. He represented Belgium in the national team at various age levels before committing his future to Morocco. He's played 14 times for the Morocco national team, most recently featuring in the Olympic squad. He also played in the Olympics for Morocco, and he scored in a 6-0 thrashing of Egypt and went on to win bronze. Now, there's still lots of talk at Leicester City about we need a striker, we need this, we need that. We shouldn't be focusing on a number 10 maybe because we've already got Facundo Buonanotte. But people seem to forget that Buonanotte will not be a Leicester City player after this season ends. We need someone for the long term. And some people will say it's not the long term because he will probably move on in the future if he plays well. But we need someone beyond this season. And more importantly, we need someone to share the minutes with Facundo Buonanotte. This also frees up Buonanotte or Bilal El Khannouss to maybe play out wide and cut inside if there are injuries to the likes of Abdul Fatawu and Steffi Mavadidi. Overall, I think this is just a brilliant signing by Leicester. So is he the Moroccan Messi? Is he the Rabat Ronaldo? Is he the Marrakesh Mbappe? Well, it's too soon to say. But one thing is for sure, he is now a Leicester City player. I'm sure he will do his all to keep us up in the Premier League. And the most important thing is what we get behind him and hope he brings that much needed creativity to help Steve Cooper and this Leicester City team. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for this signing. Have we replaced James Maddison? Let me know below.